Hi there, it's Amy. I want to talk to you today quickly about my BooktubeAthon experience and also what I was able to read in the week. So, as I said in my last video, I wanted to read 4 books and I picked them out and went through them, though unfortunately I only read 2. This was just, as I said, I was super busy early in the week. I had 3 days of training and then I was fatigued from that and I just didn't feel like reading intensively. I was also listening to a audiobook that I was slogging my way through. It just wasn't, the best week perhaps for me to do a readathon. So I'm just going to go through the books that I did read, and the first book I read was The Tidal Zone by Sarah Moss. I really enjoyed this book and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't think I love it as much as BookTube does, and I mean, I did enjoy it. So I did enjoy the realistic approach towards, discovering the, sudden awareness of the mortality of our children. I felt that was very interestingly and I feel accurately, perhaps, displayed. I found the dad to be a really, really interesting character, just because he's a lecturer at the local university, and I've only recently finished my master's degree. So I find that quite a comforting setting and something to be reading about. I did have a problem with Miriam, who's the daughter who falls ill at the beginning of the novel. I just found the way she spoke constantly about political culture and current affairs and so on and so forth to be unbelievable. I don't feel like she represents what is an average 15-year-old. I really thought she sounded like an 18-19-year-old. Even then I find 18-19-year-olds to be not as well educated or well spoken as this character was. I mean, it was enjoyable to a certain extent just to read about a character that spoke like this, but I think that dented the reading experience for me slightly, and that's why I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars instead of 5. Yeah, I'm glad I read it. It's been on my TBR for a while, so yeah, that was nice. And then that took me most of the week to read, and then on Saturday I sat down and read in one day The Snows of Kilimanjaro by Ernest Hemingway. I enjoyed this. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, okay. That means enjoyed, but didn't particularly love, for me anyway. I found the first 4 to 5 short stories enjoyable, and I really enjoyed them. The first one, which is the short story which is the main book is named after, to be really good, and that was the best story of the lot. It went downhill from the first 5. Even the last story just was a drag. It was about this guy trout fishing and him just chatting about all the food he's eating and then packing and taking with him and then catching trout after trout after trout. I didn't care. It was a bit annoying because by the end of the Saturday, and I was reading in a coffee shop, the end feeling after I put this book down was, thank God it's over. And looking back, I did enjoy it as a whole, but I just don't want to feel that when I'm putting a book down. I think because of that I will put off reading the next Hemingway on my shelf for a little bit and just try and avoid that author for the meantime. Overall, my feelings about BooktubeAthon, I enjoyed it. I'm not too sure about the pressure and whether I could actually ever fully live up to the challenges of a readathon. I think if I did another one, which I probably would like to do, I would again not put too much pressure on myself and just see how much I can read and just be okay with having kept reading, really. So, I mean, there's not much of a wrap up, but that's what it is. I will see you again in my next video, which I will be talking about what I'm currently reading and what I plan to read for August as well. Alrighty, see you later, guys.